Okay, this is section 1.4 and we're about to start problem number 8. So this limit at the top of the page, if x goes to c of g of x doesn't equal 0, then the limit as x goes to c of f of x over g of x equals the limit as x goes to c of f of x divided by the limit as x goes to c of g of x. So basically, as long as you're not dividing by 0, the limit of a fraction is the fraction of the limits. So let's try to put this into practice. So this one on the bottom here, as long as I don't divide by 0, that's the first question. So I will check that. 1. If I plug in 5 minus 3 does not equal 0. So that means I can take the limit of the top and the limit of the bottom. So let's give that a shot. So I'm just going to erase. I know that this is equal to the limit as x goes to 5 of 2 square root 2x plus 1 plus 5x cubed divided by the limit as x goes to 5 of x minus 3. The bottom is just a polynomial, so I can just plug it in. 5 minus 3 is just a 2. But let's take a second and read what was up at the top. So this part right here says if the bottom isn't equal to 0, which we just found out the bottom isn't equal to 0, so if that's true, and it is true, then the limit as x goes to c of the fraction is equal to the limit as x goes to c of the fraction of the top divided by the fraction of the bottom. So we're actually pretty good here. Now we just need to find the fraction, the limit of the top. So I would start by just plugging it in, because if I can just plug it in, then I'm good to go. 5x plus 3, that's a polynomial, and the square root of 2x plus 1, both of those things are pretty smooth. So if I can just plug it in, then I'm done. Okay, so I get 2 times 5 plus 1, and then plus 5, plus 5 times 5 cubed. Wow, that is pretty big. So 2 times 5 is 10, plus 1 is 11. And then I'm just going to leave it as 5 to the 4th all over 2. That is a number, so I'm done. That's something you could put into a calculator. Actually, yeah, let's do that. I think I'm just being a bit lazy. 5 to the 4th plus 11 divided by 2, 318. That's a much more attractive answer. Okay, let's try the bottom. This is another problem down here. So same thing, it's a fraction, and I check first, is 2 to the 5th equal to 0? It is not equal to 0. So I can split this to be the limit as x goes to 2 of the top, 5x cubed minus 15 divided by the limit as x goes to 2 of 2 to the 5th, which is nice. So I'll try just plugging it in, see if that works. So that gives me the square root of 5 times 2 cubed minus 15 divided by 2 to the 5th. So 2 to the 3rd is 8. 5 times 8 is 40. So 40 minus 15 on the top. And 2 to the 5th, I actually don't know that one off the top of my head. 40 minus 15, I think is 25. I'm super bad at arithmetic like this in my head, so I'll check it to be sure on my calculator. Look at that, it is 25. Okay, square root of 25 is 5. And then 2 to the 5th is 32. Boom. So I think we'll pause there because that actually is kind of those are a tough two problems. If you have any questions, post them on the discussion board.